What is going on YouTube? It's your boy Thunderbite29 here, and yep, I am back again with another video. I know I have received tons and tons of backlash from my Chapter 2 Season 7 rant, but I want to add in a little bit more and discuss about it a little more as I said I was going to in the comment section of my last video. But first, before I begin, I just want to apologize for this video being a day late. A lot has happened yesterday on Xbox Live, plus having a big giant fan meetup on Fortnite, which was really fun as well, and I look forward to having another one in the near future. But anyways, let's begin, shall we? Even though a lot of people disagreed with me saying this is going to be the best season of Chapter 2, but in my opinion, it's definitely not the best season. It's not the worst season either. But I'm going to get into the conclusion of why I think that. But I'm not going to lie to you, this season is a little better than Chapter 2 Season 6. This season could have been done a whole lot better. Even though they did make a lot of improvements this season, especially with the items, finally bringing launch pads back, and they stopped flip-flopping between the tack and the pump. But this season overall has had a lot of flaws. Flaws and mistakes that they have made in the past, which they are now repeating it. They're basically repeating the same mistake that they had made during Chapter 1 Season X, when they added the brutes or the mechs. And let me tell you, those had received tons and tons of backlash from the Fortnite community. Everyone was so angry about him, people were annoyed about him, and of course it was really understandable. Because Epic Games did not learn their lesson back then that the players do not like underpowered and overpowered meta within Fortnite, like I said in my documentary. And now this season, they're doing it again. Like you see in this clip right here, this is my first example. Number 1, UFOs. The UFOs are the most annoying thing that they added this season. They are overpowered. They're very annoying, and look how they just freaking bounce you around and all the damage they do. It can also cause fall damage if you're at a high place. And like I said, it can trap you and suck you up. Basically, if you had a UFO, you're unstoppable. But if you didn't, you're going to have a really extreme hard time like I did in this clip right here. And all people just do with it is spam, spam, spam. But that's not the only flaw of the season. That's not the overpowered meta that we have seen in this season so far. And that's going to lead me to the second item, which is the Railgun. And one tip that I will give you is if an enemy is shooting at you and has a red laser pointing at you, you better get your ass to cover because that is definitely a Railgun. And if you get hit by that directly, boom. There's a high chance that you'll die because a direct hit can literally knock out your health and shield, which basically can do more than 200 damage at a direct hit. But before people bring in the argument of, oh, but snipers can do 267 damage with a headshot. But the only difference between the railgun and the sniper is the railgun can also do splash damage. Meanwhile, with the sniper, you have to hit the actual player. But if you have the railgun, you have the high ground, you can literally just aim at the ground, like aim at their feet, and then you don't have to directly hit them, but it still does splash damage. And sometimes you can even kill the player through the wall. But overall, this season is basically the next Season X. They're basically repeating the same mistake that they had made in Season X by adding more overpowered meta in Fortnite. And the reason why I say this is the next Season X, it's because it's like exactly how it happened, where you see a lot of good old weapons making a return, but then you have something really, really overpowered added into the game, which is exactly what happened. But in conclusion, because of that fact alone that they added a bunch of good old weapons back into the game, I'm actually going to bump it up. Instead of a 4 out of 10, I'm actually going to give it a 5 out of 10. But if it wasn't for the UFOs or the railgun in the game, I would have definitely given this season a solid 8 out of 10. No question about it. But who knows? Anything like that could happen any day now, just like what happened in Season X after all the players were complaining about the mechs or the brutes. In like 3 weeks' time, Epic Games took it out of the game. Maybe we might see the same thing happen with this season, but as of right now, it's unknown. And last but not least, if I did an updated version of my Chapter 2 season list from worst to best, I would definitely put this season in the number 3 or number 2 spot. Because hey, at least it's not as bad as Season 6 or Season 4 or Season 3 or Season 1. But what do you guys think? Tell me in the comments. Like this video and subscribe if you agree. Love you all. You all are amazing. Thank you all so much for the continuous support as we now begin to close in on 2,360 subscribers. You all are the best. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you all in the next video. And this is Thunderbite29, sign off.